What up, everybody? In one of the most infamous conversations in Power history, Tommy Egan told Ruiz, just like going from corner boys to running the biggest shop in New York City, it wasn't about being gangsters, it was all for him. Also, he could figure another way to get out before killing Ruiz and having it all recorded on the wire. This caused a downward spiral for the remaining 3 seasons, including Ghost going to jail for the murder of Greg Knox, which he didn't commit, all because he broke into Greg's place to get the recording. Ironically enough, Tariq has even heard this recording when it was played for him by Lisa Marie Proctor and her aunt Dolores. But it's the content of the tape that's important. And by this tape we can tell that even though they were close enough friends to consider each other brothers, the two could not agree. Ghost saw the game as a means to an end, constantly working on an exit strategy, while Tommy Egan looked at the game basically as a gangster, blood in, blood out, basically planning to stay in the game his entire life till he was either dead or in jail. And we saw this conflict play out for 6 seasons of Power as Ghost was constantly dragged back into the game for one reason or another. At the time Tariq heard the recording, he was still eager to get involved in the life and didn't really understand what Tommy was talking about. But as time goes on and Tariq is sucked deeper into the life, Tariq will remember those words spoken by Uncle Tommy as he too tries to figure out an exit strategy, only to be dragged deeper and deeper into the life. In Ghost Season 3 Episode 2, Brayden Weston shocks everyone, pulling power move after power move, something most of us didn't see coming. Brayden's power moves start with Power Law 1, never outshine your master. And though Brayden says that Tariq and him are partners, it may be in the money aspect of things, but it is clear that Tariq is running things. Tariq has almost completely let his guard down around Brayden and doesn't see him as a threat. This is how it is so easy for Brayden to manipulate Tariq. Brayden has also utilized Power Law 21, play a sucker to catch a sucker, seem dumber than your mark. Prior to this episode, everyone has underestimated Brayden as he clearly didn't appear to be a threat or capable of manipulating anyone. But this all starts back at episode 1 where Brayden tried to manipulate Tariq to get back into the game by setting up a meeting with Kane and lying to both Tariq and Kane concerning what the meeting was about. All before the 3 having no choice but to get back into game and work with each other as Noma and her men showed up at Mecca's penthouse. Even considering this meeting here, Brayden utilized Power Law 3, conceal your intentions, to get this meeting to even happen in the first place. Now as we move on to episode 2 and the team has a warehouse full of product to move and they are mapping out their strategy, Brayden has the idea of moving the work on Wall Street and at Weston Holdings. But Tariq quickly shoots down the idea and says this is going nowhere near his family's business and sends Brayden to do his part by finding people at country clubs to sell the product. As Brayden does not put up a fight but agrees with Tariq, we see him utilizing Power Law 22, use the surrender tactic, transform weakness into power before making his next move. Tariq was supposed to be starting an internship with the Tate campaign, but when he gets to Tate's office, he finds Brew already working the internship, only to be told by Tate that he can't have Tariq working for him because it's a bad look. But in reality, Tate received a sizable donation to his campaign from none other than Brayden Weston in order to force Tariq to take the internship at Weston Holdings. Here we see Brayden utilizing Power Law 11, learn to keep people dependent on you. Now that Brayden has Tariq right where he wants him, all he needed to do was give Tariq the idea to move the work on Wall Street. And like Kane told Drew in Season 2, you like to always have these big ideas, so I gave you one, whiz kid. Utilizing Power Law 31, control the options, Get others to play with the cards you deal. And here we also see Brayden utilizing Power Law 7. Get others to do the work for you by messaging Keke and suggesting that Tariq preps the meeting room, only for Tariq to find the Weston associates getting high on cocaine. And finally, at the strip club, after work, Tariq agrees with Brayden's idea to sell the product on Wall Street. Winner of this chess match goes to Brayden Weston. But keep in mind the initial reason why Tariq didn't want to move the weight on Wall Street in the first place. Because their names were both hot and Tariq said he was running out of chances, unlike Brayden, who gets kicked out of school only to get a 6-figure job. But Brayden's luck may also be running out. In episode 1, we heard Brayden's dad tell him that he will disown him and cut him off completely. Brayden apparently didn't take this threat too serious, as he went behind his dad's back to his uncle Lucas to get Tariq the internship in the first place. Now, after manipulating Tariq to move the weight on Wall Street, when his dad finds out, Brayden may find himself in a position disowned by his family and having to find out why most people really get into the game in the first place: survival. I am of the mind Ghost would have been better off killing Tommy Egan if he really wanted out of the game. Let's see Tariq prove he isn't like his father by killing Brayden Weston when he finds out the truth about all the lying and manipulating Brayden has been up to. Getting me to Keke Travis. And I ain't saying she a gold digger, but yeah, she a gold digger. And Brayden smashing a real life BD now. Salute. We even seen Brayden using manipulation tactics to hook up with Keke. Brayden peeped a Weston employee disrespecting Keke and used it to his advantage. By adding a few searches to the associate's computer log and a few items to his desk, Brayden got the rude associate fired. Utilizing Power Law 15, crush your enemy totally. Proving to Keke in the process his interests were aligned with hers. Utilizing Power Law 43, work on the hearts and minds of others. And this was enough for Brayden to hook up with Keke, who also has her own agenda. Not saying she isn't interested in Brayden, because she very well might be. But more than that, she is interested in the Weston name and the money and the power associated with it. As Keke took Brayden to a private floor to hook up, it is unlikely that either one had protection on them, only to pose the question, is Keke trying to get pregnant with Brayden's child to get her stake at the Weston fortune? And there you have it, Brayden's power moves. Leave your thoughts in the comments.